What are you grateful for? And I know one very thing that if you don't know what you're grateful for, like if your situation is just like so just overwhelming, like you can't see your way out, you don't see any sunshine, I'm gonna go ahead and give you one thing that you can be grateful for. Do me a favor right now. Breathe in, breathe out. What is that? That is life. Life coming into your lungs. I heard one guru said, well, not a guru, but a monk who said, you got to learn how to breathe in God and breathe out anxiety. Breathe in God, breathe out fear, right? What was he trying to say? Breathe out all that toxin. Of course scientists say, hey, CO2, that's bad for you. If you inhale it, you can die and stuff like that. But fear, if you keep that inside of you, you could die. All right? Anxiety, you keep that stuff inside of you, you can die. So that's what you gotta learn to do is breathe in God, breathe in life. You feel that. That means that you can still do something about your situation, that you can still get out. We tend to always think about, oh, this happened to me, or this is a bad situation I've never been in. I don't know how to get out of it. But as long as you're alive, you can get out, all right? So don't ever think that way. Whatever you got to do, maybe you have to read more. Maybe you have to get with some people who can counsel you. Maybe you have to just be in a different type of circle, get rid of people out of your life. Whatever you have to do to fight, because you can do it. You can win, and you can overcome. And so that's what we're talking about today, guys, is it rejection or direction? And let me just go ahead and give you my testimony. Okay, I'm back in church, you know what I'm saying. Let me give you my testimony. So last year was just crazy, guys. I'm talking about, I don't even know, like, first of all, September, I was laid off from my job, and I'm talking about this was a good job. Cushion, just cushiony. I was the hardest. I think I was the hardest worker. Of course, that's my ego. I'm just working for everybody, wherever they tell me to do. I was doing it. I was hustling. People were appreciating that. They were about to set me up with an even better position, a dream position. I was going to go from working, everyone knows that I'm a pharmacist, but I was going to go to being a clinical pharmacist full time because that's how my supervisor valued me. And so, you know what? It was like, what happened? Something happened, and I was just like, let go. I was notified. No, okay, I know what it was. Okay, here it is. I prayed about it. I was like, God, I need to get promoted. This job, pharmacists, I don't know if y'all know about this, but pharmacists, really all you can be is a pharmacist. And to get promotion is very hard, especially with the rate that they're producing or graduating pharmacists. They're opening up more pharmacy schools, this, that, and the other. So, everybody says it's hard to get a job. But how about your girl? Your girl don't think that way. Your girl's like, she's going to get hers. She has God, and she has that ambition. So, your girl ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right. This professor said that it's going to be hard to get a job, so I might as well. I don't settle. Look at all this goodness on earth. I don't settle. I'm like, God created all this. I'm getting everything that he said I could have. I ain't trying to be all religious in it. I'm definitely not a religious person, but I have to acknowledge that if you can get it, I'm going to get it. Like, what? I'm breathing just like you are. Like, what's the difference between us? Nothing. I can learn stuff too. I can YouTube some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in that Google it now generation. You know what I'm saying? Got that mentality. Anyway, so what was I talking about? I can't remember. Oh yeah. So what happened was I was like, you know what? I need a job that I can get promoted in. There's no promotion here, and I was just achieving so much. Like, I had gotten so many certifications. I was just doing my thing. Like, everybody would come by, you know, they'll be on Facebook. I'll be trying to, I got a call coming in. Hold up. Hello, Pete.
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Queen? How you doing?
Good. Is this job?
It is.
Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm talking about rejection and direction today. I'm so glad you called in.
Well, I am too. How you doing?
I was just about to let them know, man. Like, I had gotten laid off in September, and so you know, like, I thought I was crushing it. Like, when they laid me off, first of all, I got a month. They were like, you see how you're not on the schedule? Yeah, because at the end of this month, you know, we're laying you off. We can't have your contract. And I was like one of three people. We were all in the same contract, right? It was like all of us, the contractors, was Reef Systems. I was the only one out of three people laid off, right? Because they took the other two people and gave them a position with the other contractor who was there. And so I was so hurt. I'm like, I'm the hardest working person here. So for a whole month, I had to sit there and look at them in process with the other contractor while I'm over here, you know, with two kids, single mom, by myself, about to get laid off. I was so mad, though. Like, I was like, yo, I'm working harder than all y'all. And, of course, the side of me was like, okay, it's because I'm black, you know, because they were white, you know, the two who got over. And then, you know, once you had those thoughts and stuff, it's like everybody around you started, like, coming around agreeing with you, and you don't even say anything, but they were like, you know it's because you're black, right? It's like, man, get out of my head, dude. Like, I know that's some wickedness right there. I don't know what's going on with it. But you know, if I would have let that affect me, though, I would have been like, because everything in me was like, just quit on them. Don't say nothing to them. You know, just be different, be negative, whatever. And so I was like, I'm not going to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to go beyond my feelings, and I'm going to make them miss. Like, I started working so hard that last month. Even though I knew I was about to be off, I started working so hard that last month. And, you know, sometimes I had to stop and go to the restroom and just cry, like flush the toilet and be boo-hooing, calling my mom, dude. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that, Doc. I have. But they talked to me any kind of way because, you know, I was in my feelings. Because everything they said to me, I was just like, man, why she talking to me? Like, she don't never talk to me like that. She want to get slapped in the house. Not only that, job, they, at the end of the 30 days, they decided to give me a party. And I'm just like, why are y'all giving me a party and y'all laying me off? Like, that's crazy. And so it was just kind of like messed up everything, you know. As a matter of fact, the two people who switched over to the contractor, their names were on the next month's list. Mine wasn't, so that's how I knew that they had their jobs were good, you know. But they were told ahead of time that our contract had ended. Like, they were notified, and I was like, that's messed up because I guess it's my ego, though. I ain't gonna lie, I was very ego, and I was like, this is messed up. Like, y'all were about to create a position for me. Like, they were going to take me out the pharmacy and actually put me on the floor with the doctors and really, like, you know, I think they were, like, even jealous that I was offered, like, a higher position above them. But anyway, so I was just like, that's messed up. So when I left the job, I was like, dang, I'm not valuable anymore. Like, I thought I was valuable. That was my dream job. I thought that I felt worthless. I felt like I wasn't beautiful. I mean, it was just all kind of crazy thoughts coming. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, dang. How did you go
from I'm getting laid off to I'm not attractive?
Because when something bad happens to you, like, everything is bad happening to you. Like, I mean, it's like a left field. Like, How do you just go from like I'm ugly, you know, laid out to ugly? Like that don't even cross, you know what I'm saying? Arenas. But it's just like I just was like the world is ending for me. It was like because the job, it was the job that I wanted. I was working for the military. You know, I'm military minded. Grew up military. My ex-military, my dad's military, and so I felt like it was a sense of pride working there, and just like it was comfortable. I was stress free. You know, I was here with my family. You know, the job was on 15 minutes. It was like the perfect situation. And so when it left, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't. You leaving in about a month. So good luck." I was like, "Dang, you know, I don't know. It was my ego. You know how your ego it makes you delusional and stuff like that because you just think you're so much better than everybody. And I didn't really want to tell people that I was better than them, but I kept." You know, I was getting so much accolades every day, like, oh my God, we don't never want to lose you. And then, you know, I didn't get notified that my contract was ending. Everybody else was like, yeah, go get this position. You know, don't tell nobody. Go get this position. Like everybody was just getting, you know, the one up, the heads up on that. So I just felt ugly. I was like, okay, well, maybe you know, not what everybody, because I felt like I'm not what everybody was saying that I was, you know, like I can't trust you. Like, people are like, oh my goodness, you dress so nice and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, she was lying, because if, you know, I was dressing nice, then you would have told me that I should have been applying for that other job. It's just crazy. I was a wreck. Like, I was just crazy. But,
so it sounds like
so
you actually kind of needed that experience. Crazy as it is.
I need, for my ego.
Well, just for life.
I don't know. Maybe it brought me. It definitely humbled me because I was like, I ain't nothing. You know, I don't know if I needed the experience, but I guess I did.
What I will say though is when you know you're better than your counterparts, that's not ego. That's just an accurate assessment in most cases.
I see. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm like,
don't confuse that as being a bad thing.
Well, I heard people what I'm basing it off of is I heard people complaining about these other people, yet they got the position. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were told, hey, go apply for this because your job is about to end. Whereas I didn't hear anything about it. I came in the next Monday. They were like, yeah, your contract ends, and you know, sorry, you know. So I'm like, well, maybe they were doing something that, you know, maybe they liked them more, and they were just telling me that, you know, I was doing a good job and they're doing a bad job. I don't know. That's how I was like, maybe they were lying to me. Because all I'm basing it off of, if I'm doing a good job, is like, what are people saying about me? How are they reporting me? What am I hearing behind my back? Like, people, you know, I had technicians coming up to me like, yeah, what's my call saying? You did great last night. Everything was, you know, on point. Everything was ready and prepared for tomorrow. And I'd be like, oh, okay, bet. So let's continue to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it, step it up, you know. And I was always trying to better myself. And so it didn't work, you know. It just didn't work. So that's how I feel. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, like, yeah, I guess I'm not trying to say I had an ego, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe I wasn't as humble as I should have been with everybody telling me I was doing such a good job at this job.
No. Two crackers that got the job because of the skin they woke up in. Don't make excuses.
I don't know.
I
can't say if that's true or not. I can't make that decision. It looks that way when you sit back and you're like, oh, okay. But they did have two minorities still there. Like, the other two minorities were already contracted with the position.
Were they black?
One was Mexican, one was black.
And they was pharmacists?
They were all pharmacists, yeah. So they were already contracted with the. Oh, I was the first one there. I was the first one. I was the longest standing pharmacist there. Yeah.
Then you were a threat.
I was a threat.
Absolutely.
Huh. So you sound like I was a threat, and then
lazy people to get fired. Yeah, you were a threat to somebody's position.
Well, I have to tell you, the pharmacists, the two minorities moved on, right? One of them quit. She couldn't take the environment. Her thing was, they're not working. They're making me do everything. She just couldn't handle it, like. And then the other minority was fired for, particular reasons. I'm not sure of, but I know they fired her. So they ended up calling me. I had some people who really appreciated the work I was doing. They called me. They were like, yo, get this position. It's open up, go ahead and apply. And so even the manager was like, yeah, go ahead and apply for this job. So I was like, all right, bet. So I ended up getting rehired. I'm actually supposed to start on Wednesday. But I can't even go.
Okay.
I can't even go because I have been hired to be a GS in 11 at another job, another pharmacy position in Alabama. So that was a contractor position, right? So I was working from I could work between 9 and 9. Now I'm in this GS position where they can only work with me between 7:30 and 4:15. All right. Not only that, I have health benefits. Okay. Not only that, I have a match 401k, right? That's matching me up to 4%. Okay. Not only that, but all of these things, what I'm trying to say is, for anybody, who's listening out there, sometimes when you feel like people are rejecting you or they're not valuing you and they push you out the way and push you out into a different direction. I wish I had my girl. She was supposed to get on with me. When they push you out the way, don't think of that as, oh, I'm hurt. I was hurt. And really and truly, I wanted to be like that angry black woman, just cuss people out. Especially when they had that party for me, I was like, what the, you know what I'm saying? I want to be in their face, I want none of this. But I was so calm. I was just like, oh, thank you. Let me get a plate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let that person arouse in me. I maintained my character. That's what I'm trying to say. I maintained my character despite the fact I didn't know how I was going to get another job. I'm not licensed in this state. My license is in North Carolina. I'm in Mississippi. I don't know how I'm going to get another job. These people got Mississippi license. I have 2 daughters. Everybody knows that. I have to take care of them. And I was just like, I should just be here. You know what I'm saying? But what happened is that I don't know how many people believe in God. I do. I feel like God just pushed me into this. He rejected me from that job because I had asked. I was like, God, I need another promotion. You know what I'm saying? I need a place where I can get promoted. That job would not promote me whatsoever. I mean, I was talking to the manager. He was like, this is all we can do for you and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, I got in trouble because I was trying to help another part of the hospital. They had a low staff, and they needed a pharmacist could definitely help their department out. And so I got in trouble because they recommended me. You know what I'm saying? So, the colonel came and talked to me. He's like, the head of all the pharmacies, and he came and talked to me. He was like, Yeah, we're going to try to do something for you. I knew he was lying, but I was like, okay, bet. Because everybody else was like, why did you even talk to anybody? Like, you shouldn't have never left the pharmacy. And I was like, I was just having a conversation. They said that they needed something, and I was like, I can do that for you. Just, let me know. But I wasn't trying to create anything behind anybody's back. So anyway, so now I'm in a position where I'm hired. They can promote me. Not only that, I'm in the government system, which means that I can go to anywhere in the whole entire country and in the world and still get promoted and have different job opportunities. What I'm saying is, like, when you're going through a bad situation, you cannot see that it's going to get better. Sometimes, some people are just very optimistic, but some people can't see that. And what I'm trying to say is that it does get better. You do get out. We're always in a bad situation, and we're always in good situations, and it's just a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. So, like I always tell people, like, life is not about balance. It's about a rhythm. Like, you got to ride that rhythm. Like, don't just give up. Like, when your life just, tilts over or whatever, and, whatever, it just seems off balance. Don't think about balance. Think about, okay, I got to get through this. It's about to rain. Let me put my raincoat on. Okay, now it's cold. Let me put my winter coat on. Okay, well, I'm seeing that, it's hot outside, so let me go ahead and put my you have to ride the rhythm, or you're going to lose it. So, like, if I hadn't rode the rhythm and just was like, okay, well, y'all reject me, y'all laid me off, I could have gotten my feelings and been like, well, life's so hard, I'm never going to find a job. No, the next day I was all of USA jobs 3 times a week. I got the little money that I had saved up. I was getting my resume right, sending it to people who could actually form my resume so I can get looked at by USA Jobs because they have some sort of coding system. You know what I'm saying? I was getting at it, and so I didn't give up, and this is the outcome of you being consistent, not giving up, and just keeping on one day at a time. So that's really what I want to talk about. So my 2020, and just to sum it up, it's going quite well. I must say, I'm very appreciative. I'm grateful. Like, I'm just like in this gratitude bubble. Like, you can't take me out of it. Because even when I was laid off and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this. I don't know what's gonna go on. My car got paid off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that money came from. No, but yeah, it was good.
Well, man, goddamn, I wish I had that type of luck in my life.
Man, you do, man. I'm telling you, if you don't give up, it's true. You will see brighter days. You will get, there will be happier times. Like, you just can't give up. Don't give up in 2020. Don't do that. As a matter of fact, my resolution is to remain humble in everything and just remain grateful in everything. And then in 2021, I'm going to look back and see, okay, how did being grateful every day and not complaining every day, how does that help me? And I'm sure it's going to do wonders for me this year. You know what I'm saying? It's already started off being amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm falling back on the complaining, and I'm pushing the gratitude more and more every day. What about you? You got some resolutions? Like, you ain't really into
at this point. It just doesn't work out for me. I'll say this and say that, and shit don't change. Been 40-something years.
What have you tried, like, having accountability partners and stuff like that? Like, people say you should have accountability partners for the gym and stuff.
No, I mean, pretty much for the most part, the things that I have been trying to do for the most part, I say done. So I don't know if I have necessarily an I know I don't have an accountability partner. Just for whatever reason, shit just don't work out. Now there have been some areas where I'm like, yeah, I know I don't need somebody to tell me I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. I know I'm not doing it, and I'm probably not gonna do it. But you got a good spirit, you know, and it's unbreakable.
I tried it, and it hasn't failed yet. Like that gratitude stuff, it works. It works, and it just makes you feel better. Like I feel great. I feel bad when I don't think when I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna get out of this. When I complain, I notice like I get angry. Like I'm like, oh, they got better stuff than me. Like I started looking at other people, but when I'm grateful, I'm like, well, my children are good, you know, they straight, you know, like, well, at least I have some income because I filed for unemployment, and you know, at least I have a car, at least I have my pharmacy degree, you know, so. Yeah, so those things was like, well, I can do better. Tomorrow I can do better. I'm always, you know, even while, like I told you about Udemy and stuff like that, like I was like looking at how to do SEO, just, you know, keeping myself, just trying to do better in so many different ways. And so it helped me. It was like, okay, you trying to get yourself, like, I don't know, I guess my brain was like, okay, she's trying to get herself together. Let's help her out. Let's, you know, give her that energy. Let's give her, you know, that sight to see people who can help her. Like, I don't know if you checked out my Facebook, but I was on a radio show. I was on a radio show here in Mississippi, and it's a big-time radio show. And all I did was go to a networking event, and the chick was like, well, I don't have anybody. Won't you come in and promote your business? So, boom, right there, I was like, yo, I'm a social media marketer. You know, I'm trying to help out the businesses here. And, yeah, so I had people calling me, and I'm like, man, this ain't never happened. Like, I've been doing this for 5 years, and nobody has ever, like, I ain't never had this opportunity before. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's all about gratitude, and it's about how you present yourself. People want to see happy people. They don't want to see anybody like, oh, I lost my job. You know, I was up in that networking joint like, yo, these are the tips that you need to know for 2020. If you need anything, I can help you with that. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling.
Yeah,
but for real, I was just there helping. I was just there helping people, and it's all about giving. And you know, how can you help somebody else get to the next level, which in turn will get you to the next level. And you saw that's a demonstration. I was trying to help somebody else. They're like, bet, come on my radio show. I'm gonna blast you out to the whole local, you know, region. I was like, okay. So that's a law of giving, you know, giving of yourself.
Yeah. I give and I just
the more you give. Oh, is that always the case? Because I'm sure you give and you have
pretty
like
much, yeah.
food to eat, right? You got a place to stay. So is that being taken? I mean, they might take advantage of you, but on the flip side, on the other side, I'm sure people are helping you out and giving to you, and you don't know how that's connected to how you give to other people. You know, no matter if they might seem like they're taking advantage of you, but I promise you that good is coming back to you. Like, it's coming back good to you.
Okay.
Even if it makes you feel good on the inside, though. Like, when you give to somebody who's struggling, you could be of assistance. Doesn't it make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, wow, I just helped that person get something to eat, pay a bill. I just gave that person some knowledge. It used to.
It did. Yeah. But,
now
Queen, I got to go.
I'm sorry. I could talk to you all night now. I could talk to you all night. But I'm just happy that you got on with me, man. And I just want you to be encouraged. And, don't let things get you down. It'll get better. You'll be okay.
I hope so.
You will.
All right, well, you have a good one, and thank you for the advice.
Oh, you too. And Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. 574. All right, so to call in, if y'all want to call in, the number for guest calling is 347-855-8692. I had somebody else who called in. I don't know who the 574 number is, but feel free to call back on that. The call-in number is 347-855-8692. I'm so happy, guys. 2020 is a good year for everybody, and I just wish all the best, peace, prosperity, and abundance for everybody who's listening. Don't give up. Never, ever, ever give up. You can win. I was going to let one of my homegirls who came on air, something that happened to her. She felt sad because her orders overseas, the military tried to make her not go overseas for whatever reason. And so she was a little upset about that because it was an opportunity for her to make a little bit more money and get her business off the ground. Well, lo and behold, she found out that they're starting war in that area. So, guys, when I tell you your rejection is direction, is God's direction, believe that, trust that. Don't give up. Keep going. Maintain your character. Don't let it cause you to be salty or resentful or, angry. Don't let it shake your spirit. Don't let it change your peace. Let go and let God, like they say. I don't know. You might not believe in God, but just let it go and let the universe, whatever you believe in, let it happen, and you will see that everything will be all right. It will get better. But that's all from me. I'm back in here. I don't know. Maybe things will change a little bit with me having this new position and everything. Hopefully, I'll be on the same time, but I will definitely keep y'all informed. But like I said, this is your girl, Dr. C. Just remind y'all to be grateful, be humble, and never, ever give up. And that is all for tonight. Next week, I'm definitely going to have another author on talking to you about how to get that book sale going and starting your own book so you can get that passive income. And, that's it. Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2020. Peace.